Hey everyone, this is Bob.
And Matt.
And we are here with the first look at the brand new Blackstar St James head and cab. Now, first impressions, it looks fantastic. What a beautiful looking setup this is. It's a 50 watt 2-channel head and a 2x12 cabinet. There's some amazing features in this amp that we're going to sort of touch on throughout. We're also going to get Matt's first impressions of the amplifier. We haven't actually turned it on yet. So I've heard it, I've played it, but Matt here hasn't yet. So we're just going to get some first impressions and just talk you through what we think of the amplifier. So to start with, as I said, it's a 50 watt 2-channel amplifier. It's obviously foot switchable. It runs 6L6 output valves as well, so there's plenty of headroom and plenty of bottom end, which is a great thing. It's got some really cool features. Probably the most notable thing though, and I'm going to touch on this straight away, is the weight of the amplifier. It is so light. For a 50 watt amp, I'd say it probably weighs no more than about 6 or 7 kilos.
Jeez.
Which, yeah, that's insane. It's insanely light. It's got some great features as well, some cab sims built in. It's got a balanced line out. It's got some power reduction modes and things. We'll go through all of this stuff in the video, but first impression, I'm going to turn it on.
Plus the lights are pretty sweet.
Oh, the lights. Yeah, look at the lights. Okay, so clean sound. No reverb, dead flat, early EQ and everything on 12 o'clock. All right.
That sounds incredible.
It's beautiful and clean. Crank the reverb up a bit, and it's yeah, it's doing it. It sounds fantastic. So they're custom Celestion Zephyr speakers in the cabinet, designed for the St James series. They sound fantastic, really clear, really clean. They're responding really well to finger touch, which is a really cool thing. I'll tell you what, let's go to the party channel.
Let's do it.
I'm going to reset everything back to the middle.
Yep.
Reset everything. Okay, same volume, same everything, no reverb. There's a voice switch here as well. So play that riff again. I'm just going to hit.
Cool. Sounds really cool.
Yeah, lots of gain,
Yeah,
lots
man.
and a tight bottom end, which is really good out of a high gain amplifier. That's what you want. You want that tight, that focus, that everything there. All right, so yeah, first impressions. What do you reckon?
I really love the clean on it. It's so resonant, and there's a lot of that really good low end that I like that really rounds out the tone and makes it all full.
Yeah.
Which is really sweet. I'm a big fan of that. And then with the crunch as well, it's not like there's not too much or too little of everything. It's like pretty.
Yeah, there's
exactly
enough
what you're after, even at a lower volume.
And you know that it's going to take an overdrive pedal well or a boost or something really
yeah.
well. There is an effects loop, a series effects loop on the back. So if you've got time-based effects like delays and chorus, things like that, they're going to integrate well into the amplifier as well. It's loaded with Celestion Zephyr speakers. They sound fantastic. They seem to work really well for the high gain stuff. They tend to work really well, really nicely. The cabinet itself is a closed back cabinet that has the option. You can pull it off. There's a little bit of Velcro. You can pull half the back off and it opens it up. What that does, besides opening the back of the cabinet up, is it kind of gives a bit of breath and a bit of life to the clean sound. More so the clean sound. You lose a little bit of compression and resonance with the heavier sound. So it'll suit a particular style of player. Play some clean stuff for me, Matty, and we'll have a listen. See, even with the back off already, like just in the room, we can hear the difference.
There's a huge difference.
It's not as boomy in that bottom end. Now, if you play that same riff, we'll go to the drive channel.
Yep.
The regular voicing, not the high, not the modern voice.
Yep.
And I've wound the gain back a bit, so it should be nice and sort of bluesy.
Yeah, sweet.
Hit it. Superb. Yeah, so that style, it'd be a great lead voicing.
Oh, yeah.
For playing blues or any of that sort of stuff, it'd be a really, really great lead voicing. But the fact that the cabinet has that versatility, it means that Blackstar really paid attention to the market and thought about not just one particular type of player, but a range of players.
Yeah.
One thing I will also mention is it does have a built-in inductive load box in there. So you can actually run the amplifier direct into a door or into a desk. When we were miking up before and getting everything ready, we marveled that it's got that silent stage thing, which is, again, a really, really handy feature for, changing, changeovers and things at festivals, those sorts of things. It's really cool to be able to get your sounds, or for the sound technician to get the sounds, get the levels, and then you just flick the amp on and away you go. It's a really cool thing. All right, so one thing I'll also touch on with that silent stage is that there are 3 inbuilt speaker cabinets for that direct, to go direct into a door for home recording or for live sound. If I go to, where are you? There. Okay, so rig 1. So you play for me, Matt. It does come with cab rig software and architect software. We didn't get a hold of the software straight up because this is still so new, but you are able to manipulate the emulated speaker cabinets, so you can move mics, change mics, move them around, add things to them. Yeah, it'll be, I dare say it'll be the standard fare with speaker cabinet software, where you've got a picture of the cabinet and you've got the microphone and you can move it in and out of the speaker, away from the speaker. You can change speakers, those sorts of things. The reactive load is really cool too, like I said, because it means you can use the amp without a speaker plugged into it.
Oh, sweet.
So it's got a power cut.
Oh, awesome.
So at full 50 watts, there's a lot going on there. Cutting it down to 2, it didn't seem to compromise too much at the bottom end.
Yeah, it really
which
didn't.
When you attenuate, it tends to be the thing that the 2 things that are compromised when power is dropped on amplifiers are bottom end and top end.
Yeah.
They have to lose something, right? So the fact that you don't lose that much means that you could easily dial that back in.
Yeah, it really didn't change the tonality too much at all.
No, and the feel should be kind of the same as well.
Yeah.
There is, however, in the middle setting here, there is a sag, and without blinding you with the science of what sag does, the best example is it's a feel thing. So the way it feels and responds. So if you just hit just do some play like an AC/DC riff type thing. little bit more. So you hear in the sag mode, it's a little bit more responsive under the fingers. So
Yeah.
there's a little bit more, there's something about the attack. It shapes the attack ever so slightly and changes it ever so slightly. That's going to suit the players that want, I hate sounding like this, but they want that kind of vintage rock kind of sound. I hate this vintage rock because I'm old, right?
Because you're getting old,
Yeah,
man.
I'm an old man. The future is now old man. But like
Listen, boomer bands.
but the idea is that you've got the it's not just a metal amp, or it's not just a hard rock amp. It's not just a blues or a classic rock amp. It kind of does a bit of everything.
Yeah.
But the real star of the show for mine is that clean sound. It just sounds marvelous.
Yeah, it was
Do
beautiful.
it again.
It's a really beautiful, clean sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I for mine, I think it's the star of the show. Hey, I think it's beautiful.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I think it's gorgeous. I'm a little bit sort of blown away by it. It's such a cool amp, and it was so out of left field. Like when the guys sent the amp up for us to have a look at and to try out, I was like, oh great, another amp. Here we go. You know, get excited. You know, it's one of those things. But with this, there is actually a lot to be excited about. It's lightweight. Like, it is so lightweight. It's powerful. It's got great variation in tone. It's got modern features. It's pretty much ticks every box. I can't think of a box it doesn't tick.
It even feels nice to play through as well.
Yeah, the response in under the fingers and playing it. It's even when I played it, the brief time I spent with it, it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
And even just looking at it, it looks classy.
It's quite aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, it doesn't look cheap like some amps, not all amps, not even Blackstar amps, but some amps can look. It just looks like they've stepped up the game a little bit looks-wise, and I'm sure this is going to be a hit. So what do you reckon, Matty?
Oh, it's totally tubular, man.
Is it a tubular?
It is tubular. It is tubular. No, but first impressions. Look, my first impression of the amp when I unboxed it and got to play it, I was impressed with just that clean sound is gorgeous. I so love that clean sound. It's very unusual for me to be wowed by a clean sound, but that was my first impression was gorgeous. The fact that you can dial in, you know, a nice sort of bluesy rhythm sound or get into high gain territory with this amp is a great thing. The weight. The mod cons as well, cab loading, you know, software, that sort of thing, direct recording, fantastic features. Something that I look for in an amplifier now is versatility.
All the food groups are represented.
Hey, yeah, they are. Yeah, all of the food groups. It'd be a square. It wouldn't be a pyramid at this time because you want everything.
Yeah, man.
So to be the food square. What we're talking about is the versatility of the amplifier. It's a really, really cool amp. They've targeted not just one type of player, but a player that needs the most versatility they can out of a lightweight amplifier. I can't wait to get these amps into the store so we can show people just how impressed we are with these things. We're not just banging on about it for the camera. We're sincerely impressed with these amps. Anything you want to say, Matty?
Well, just other than the fact that I'm quite personally blown away, get one.
You're personally blown away.
I am, personally.
Ooh.
And I'm a snob.
You're an amp snob.
I'm an amp snob.
No, I think they've whacked it out of the park with this one. Aesthetically, it just looks gorgeous. It's got all the mod cons. It sounds great. It's light. It's going to be fun to get in store. I can't wait to show you. Thanks, Matt.
All good, Bob.
And thanks to our friends at Blackstar, and come and see us. You can hit us up at sales@bettermusic.com.au. You can come and see us in store. You can call. You can get us on live chat on our website, www.bettermusic.com.au. Make sure to hit like and subscribe on the channel as well so you get notifications when new videos come up. And thanks for tuning in. Rock on.